We are live. I hope we are. Guys, I'm just waiting for you to arrive here in the stream. Just a quick update about my life, and I'm gonna speak about the drones today. I wonder if we have the connection. Hi, hello, hi. Yeah, nice to meet you, my friends. We have the problems with the internet and with electricity, so I don't know for how long I'm gonna stay on the stream, because this morning it was really the problem. How is the audio? 1, 1, 2. Seems like it's okay. Luckily I got my microphone. Hi everyone, my friends. I'm doing fine. How is it going there? Everything is cool. Greetings to India. I support Ukraine. Thank you so much. Cold? Well, today it's a little bit cold. It was raining this evening. I was on my duty. This night it's the first time in this year, so the thunderstorms with lightning. Wow, the picture is fantastic. Next time I should probably take the tripod with me, or film maybe some time lapse. Greetings from Netherlands. Hi Alana. Thank you. So my friends, if we lost connection just in the middle of the stream, no worries. We have bad connection with for the internet, and together with some problems because of the rain, probably we lost the electricity for this morning. So we just turned on, and I decided to film the stream. Thank you so much. Greetings from Sweden. Hi Paul. And the stream is current bitrate is higher than recommended bitrate. Oh, my friends, just tell me if the quality of the stream will, if it's lagging or not. Today we're gonna speak about the drones. I actually have got the one. I will show you. Have, by the way, the other channel. It's called Dennis Davidov, where I update the information about me here in Ukraine. I'll just keep this channel for aviation. So I have this kind of a toy. It is DJI Air 2S, which is an awesome drone. But I asked the people who connected to military, and they say that those drones are okay for let's say police patrolling of the city, but if you want to bring this on a battlefield, those drones are not really good. And if someone captures it, that they may find the position of the original position of where the drone was launched. Because of that, I was told that the best drones out there for artillery fire corrections, let's say, are Autel. And I'm collecting the money from my patrons, from subscribers, and from YouTube as well. But I cannot use the money that I collect from the Patreon to buy something, because it's against the policy of Patreon. If someone would know that I pass those money for military, my Patreon may be closed, so I put part of the money from Patreon for charity. That's why I opened a PayPal account. So from PayPal I will send all the money to buy the Autel drone for my friends in military. So there's the link in the video description how you can reach my Patreon or PayPal. I don't have my job anymore, so you keep me alive by donations, with your donations. So thank you very much for your help. And about the drones, Sorry, guys, I will answer your comments a little bit later. I want to recall the story. It was in Gatwick around 2 years ago. And then they spotted, seems like this drone, you know, but a little bit bigger, the DJI. And the ATC, it was a reporter from the airplane that there's the drone flying around. And what they did, I mean, the ATC, the airport, they actually closed the airport for several days. Just imagine. Because of the drone flying around. Wow, it's crazy, it's unimaginable. But then you fly this DJI drone. Why it's also bad? Because it has let's say software that will not allow it to fly in to everyone, let's say, to fly in cities where there are airfields. Even though, for example, all the airports in Ukraine are closed right now, I still have these restrictions in my software. I just checked it yesterday that I cannot fly for half of Kiev region, for half of the Kiev city, because it's very restrictive. So that's why Autel drones are very, very nice compared to DJI for military use, let's say. What else about drones? Yeah, we're gonna speak about it later. For now, I'll just answer your comments. I'm flying to Lithuania end of this month, but a little scared since it's so close to Belarus. No worries. If the airspace is open, it's safe to fly there. Much luck from the United States. Thank you. Thank you so much. Greetings to the United States, Tyler. Thank you. Dennis, I want to join the US Air National Guard and fly bombers to build fly hours. Good idea. Chances, if you ask me, well, before this war it is now in Ukraine, I was a pacifist, so I couldn't imagine me flying the military airplane to bomb the cities. And I see the Russian pilots, they also bomb cities of Ukraine. So just imagine yourself sitting inside the plane and you have this order, for example, to bomb the cities. Whether it's okay for you to kill innocent lives of others, like kids, infants, elderly people, women. So you need to decide what you need in this life. I would never do it. I would probably join fight, maybe for now, like I would maybe go to fly the fighter jet to kill just military targets. But if you fly on a bomber, of course you'll kill many civilians, no matter what, because those infrastructural facilities, those military bases, they are very close nowadays to the populated areas. Even my house, it's like few dozen meters away from the military base, so around 50 meters away, right, from the entrance to the military base. And then the war had started. We felt the bombshells hitting that military base in Ukraine, near to the Kiev. So all the house was shaking. No, the building was shaking. So they could have missed, and their bomb or the rocket might have hit our house. So, and that is happening now in Ukraine. They hit civilian objects, civilian infrastructure. So whether it's okay for you, I don't know. Love from Pakistan. Greetings to Pakistan. Dennis, have you lost your job, or will you continue to work after the war? Yarnis, good question. Well, I cannot fly now. I didn't lost my job. However, my contract was temporarily, it's like freezed. It's freezed right now. So whether I would be able to fly after the war, I don't know when the war ends actually. So I don't know. For now, the only income source comes from YouTube and Google advertisement, and comes from my Patreon. And yeah, thank you for your support on PayPal, Patreon for PayPal. I don't know, I just said it. It became available just a few weeks in Ukraine, a few weeks ago. So I don't know if I'll be able to get the funds from it. Hopefully I will. For me, it's the first time that I use it. So thank you for your kind support. And I would like to continue flying for Ukraine International Airlines. For now, the martial law applied in Ukraine, so I cannot leave my country. There are several pilots who stayed outside during the war had started, so they continue to fly on some of the planes. They fly in cargo flights, cargo humanitarian flights, let's say. So yeah, just a few pilots still working, but the majority, like all of the pilots almost, they are not working, and including myself. Greetings from France, greetings to France. What was your last flight since invasion? Andres, my last flight was from Delhi to Ras Al Khaimah, and from Ras Al Khaimah I've flown as a passenger to Kyiv Boryspil. It was just a couple of days before the war had started, so I arrived to Boryspil airport on 21st of February, and on 24th the war had started. Sorry. How are your parents, Dennis? Thank you, Betsy. Nice to meet you here. They were here with me in the village. However, they decided to go to other place. They say it's more comfortable for them. They went like around 60 kilometers away from the place where I am. Hope they are good, and maybe they're gonna go back home. Will UAE get the Boeing 737 MAX? Since it's not in nearby future, we are not flying, so I don't think that we'll see this plane in our airline in nearby perspective. Hello, mate. I had to don't use the social media calls of my school, so I missed your videos. How's it going? It's going okay, thank you. I can donate from credit card. Is it allowed? By the way, shout out please. Ashad Naumul Haku. I hope I spelled your name correctly. Yes, you can go to the link, and there you can donate with the credit card or debit card, I don't know. Dennis, do you use the Starlink Wi-Fi? No, we have a separate provider, like a casual usual one. The Starlink is only available, I think, for critical services that we have for hospitals, for military probably. We have Starlink available, yeah. From what I know. Oh, there are not many of you on the stream. Maybe I choose the wrong time, but yeah, doesn't matter. I'll just speak. Does Ukraine had drone laws before the war, and does the civil aviation still active? Thanks. Yes, the civil aviation is still acting. I mean, the civil aviation authorities, they are still working. However, they moved more to online. The commercial aviation is not working. The exceptions are those airlines that have the main bases outside Ukraine. For example, we have some of the airlines, helicopter airlines who fly in Africa, and cargo airlines who fly elsewhere, like in Emirates, or maybe even Afghanistan, not even more, but Africa, yeah. We have some airlines who fly in Africa, but they have mainly registration base here in Ukraine. Their airplanes have Ukrainian registration, so they continue to fly, and the Civil Aviation Authority, they do their best to support the personnel, currency, and all the documents and airworthiness of those airplanes. About the other question, yeah, drone regulations, we have those, and we had those before the war. So, but those laws they were like stated, but there's, if you ask like police or some departments that where you shouldn't fly or where should you fly, they will never tell you correctly. So we have those laws, but there were no any real punishment if you violate those laws. So like even if you violate, they will maybe put some kind of fine to you, but the violation is not significant. That is why even in internet you may see some of the pictures filmed on drones, by drones, from the objects or from the areas that you are not really allowed to fly over. Actually, just before the war, no, it was not just before the war, it was in autumn last year. So I filmed some of the footages on my drone, even over the airfields, but those airfields are not considered like civilian use. They were like mostly for, let's say, general aviation needs. So I hope I replied. So drone laws are not really strict in Ukraine compared to United Arab Emirates, etc. Sir, how I can become a pilot? You go to the flight school and they will tell you how. You need to go through your training, through your theory, practice, etc. Takes time and money. Do you think, are you going to fly for a different airline? I don't know. I would like to continue to fly for Ukraine International, but I don't know. We don't know when the war ends. How can I pay my pilot training with very few money? With the very few money, Daniel, you cannot become a pilot, unfortunately, in this world. But you may find some programs like cadet programs, or maybe you can apply for government sponsorship if it is in your country, if it is available. Have you heard from your friend who always stayed at Borispol airport? Yeah, I have some of the friends who stayed in Borispol. Borispol now intact, the airport is okay, all the airplanes that are on apron are not damaged, so for that everything is good. However, just near to Borispol, by the time I was there, I heard some of the bombshells. Not close, but not far away. So it was like a thunder, and yeah. From what I know now, they're retreating a little bit, but not because they want to retreat, but because we are fighting hard. So they say, okay, we're gonna retreat some of our troops from Kiev area, but honestly, they are not. It's not a goodwill of them. They are retreating because we fight them back, and that's good. Would you apply as a drone pilot? We have some of the opportunities, let's say, for that to fly something for army, but I cannot tell you details. For now, I don't know. The plane I work on, and then I work for Lockheed Martin, was actually the F-18 Hornet fighter jet. Well, Thailand, nice. I don't think United States will go into war nearby future, so you may go for a jet. Lonnie, nice to see you. Lonnie Brentford. She's actually my great patron with a great support. Thank you, Lonnie, and I hope it's okay for your family budget to support me there. And thanks for your messages that you have on the Patreon that you sent me. I read them all, and sorry for my late reply, like in 1 or 2 days, but sometimes I just don't have time. I try to reply to all of my Patreons as soon as I have time. Never the wrong time, Dennis. LOL. Your live stream is welcome. distraction from uni study, assignment work. Well, if you thanks for your comment, Noni. And thanks for your support also of Dmitry Antonov channel. Thanks. Recently Dmitry went to Gostomel. Gostomel airport is free, and he filmed some of the devastations there, and that video is really horrible. And I will film about my reaction on that video. I'm gonna publish it maybe today as soon as Dmitry Antonov releases his own video. Hello, are you gonna fly again? I hope. It's none of your business. Those are sensitive questions. Well, do not argue in the comments. Hello, Captain. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. A little bit tired, but okay. Get a PPL for a private license and a piston aircraft type rating, or a CPL, ATPL and type rating. It could be up to 130,000 euros. Well, one Mult O'Brien, sorry, I may spell your name incorrectly. Depends on the country. Here in Ukraine, you can go from 0 to hero for around 50,000 euros. So from 0 to frozen and TPL with active CPL. So depends on the country really, and depends on what program would you choose. For example, for Wizz Air, if you are selected for their cadet program, you pay just 14,000 euros, 14, and they pay the rest. However, you signed a contract with them to fly for many years ahead. But I think that that thing is actually good for pilots, because you invest much less and you have almost guaranteed job after it. Dennis, I heard the Russians are refusing to take home their dead soldiers back. Is it true, Victor? Yeah, partially it's true, because then you fight for your life, like from whatever side you're fighting for. So first it's like secure your life. If you, like, for example, if Russian troops they retreat, and we now destroy all their forces almost in Kiev area, at least, if they are losing their friends, the soldiers, they would not have enough time to pick them up. They just retreat, and they are leaving their soldiers here on our soil. That is how it works actually nowadays. So it's I think maybe that they could have taken those dead bodies, but they are unable to do it nowadays. Guys, please, I want to ask you something. Just press the like button to this live stream, because it gives the YouTube algorithms the opportunity, more chances to support this video and to make it more popular, let's say, for YouTube algorithms. Hello Dennis, I hope everything is alright. What do you think will rebuild Antonov 225 in future? I greet your family and you take care, and Slava Ukraini. Geroyam Slava. Thank you for your question. I will answer it today, I hope this evening. Then Dmitry Antonov will release his video. I actually saw it already. Then he went to the airport, he filmed Maria, he filmed other airplanes, Ruslan in Hungary, and we're gonna see the devastations of those aircraft, and I might tell you whether it's possible to rebuild that plane or not. Then I work on F-18 Hornet. They send me a blind of classified info. Yeah. Sorry guys, I might not answer all of your comments. And by the way, before I had this donation alerts website, however it's Russian, so I cannot enter it already because of the sanctions. So tell me maybe what kind of service should I use for donations, because that service was really fantastic. Then someone donated, we have this big message on a screen, this music, and everything was so entertaining. And now I have just this Patreon and PayPal, and I don't know if you donated or not, because I don't have this information. So tell me what should I use to, let's say, to make it more entertaining for you, because I may not read your comment, but for donation alerts you may write the comment and it appeared just on a screen, very entertaining for the person and for me as well. So I don't know, just want to go to one website. No, I'll go to that later on because we have a stream ongoing. The internet may collapse. Does Ukraine have an official presidential aircraft? Yeah, it is, as far as I know, Airbus A319. So it's kind of small airplane, but they fly for very long distances. Kathy, nice to see you here. Thank you so much for your support on Patreon as well. Hi Dennis, Australian here. I have spoken to a few people from Serbia on Discord, and they are very pro-Russian. Your thoughts? Yeah, they're like a Russian embassy in Balkan in Europe, and if you know the Yugoslavia history, the Serbians were like the leading nation there in Yugoslavia, and they actually brought this country to collapse. That is what happened. That's what will happen to Russia. The leading nation of Russians will just bring the Russia to collapse. Same story, and they are so pro. We call them chauvinists. Chauvinist is the person who likes only their own country, no matter what, and in the same way they hate other countries. You may find it in Russia and Serbia. So yeah, I'm not saying that the Serbians equal Russians, but they do support Russians, most of them. Is Kadyrov dead yet? Not yet, from what I know. Does Ukraine have official? Yeah, I'll answer that. Steve, nice to see you here. Got up early to possibly fly balloons, but too windy this morning. Yeah, for us it's also rainy and windy. Well, don't worry, still you'll have nice days to fly. Yeah, about the Steve is a former United pilot of Boeing 777 captain, and I would be very happy to have maybe online stream with you, but it really depends on internet quality, because I need to launch one more application on this laptop that actually takes internet, the Skype. I think we should record the interview or maybe podcast about the aviation, and it will be very, very entertaining for those who would like to become pilots or who would like to continue their career, for example, in United or in United States, because I've spoken to many people, but I think with your experience you can really put your own point, and that could be very, very entertaining interview or podcast. Ukraine supported Russia during the Napoleonic War. Yeah, we were in the same country by that time in Russian Empire. Greetings, Captain. I want to become a pilot like you, but I'm in 8th class. Which subjects should I concentrate more to become successful pilot in future? Yeah, it's just math, physics, and English, if it's not your native language. How long did it take to learn Boeing? Not much. I got nice experience flying ATR, and most of the systems, the logic of systems, let's say, are mostly the same for Boeing. So for me, it wasn't really difficult to study the Boeing airplane. So yeah, not a long time, like 1 month, and I was okay to start my simulator training. Australia are looking for 200 pilots. Give Qantas a call. Steve from Perth. Steve, yeah, thank you, but the aviation world is really regulated, so I cannot fly for Australia with my pilot license, unfortunately. Firstly, I need to obtain the permission to work and live in Australia legally. It's not easy. And after that, I should apply for the pilot license there. If I pass, I'll be one of those hundreds of pilots who would like to get the job. My English is not good compared to native English speakers, Australians. So there's no any way I'll be hired there. Wizz Air needs stuff. It's for you. Betsy, the same thing. I need to work and live in a European country, have a European passport, have a European license, and the European license, EASA license, is the hardest to get actually, because you need to pass like 15,000 questions to obtain it. For FAA license, for United States license, it's much easier. Lonnie, let's cry for the planes in Gostomel Airport. Yeah, sadly. Any updates for a job? No updates, and still not flying. I think Streamlabs does what you want, or did you say you can't use that? I don't know if it's Russian. I cannot use it. Whether the Streamlabs is Russian, I don't know. Because I used donation alerts and it appeared that it's a Russian website. The Netherlands helps Ukraine. Yeah, most of the world actually helps us. Thanks so much. I kept greetings from what? Yuri. Think a part of Russian society. It's not easy to find the right words, and it's really hard watching what is happening now. Stay safe. Hope it will end soon, and pray for Ukrainians. Thank you, Yuri. Hello, host. Good evening, Ranger watching. Nice to see you here in live. Have a nice evening. Thank you, RR Ranger. Sir, do you visit it? Maybe have you ever been to Antonov cabin cockpit? Yeah, in cabin and cockpit. Yes, I have 2 of the videos. You may find them on my channel. You may go to YouTube, search, type pilot blog Antonov 225, and you'll see it. Nick, everything is good. Thank you. Census Dennis, did you get to pick what aircraft to fly? Why the 737? Why not 767 or Embraer 190? Census, well, actually I was choosing not the airplane to fly, but the airline. I went from Indonesia back home. There were some opportunities here, and I applied for Ukraine International Airlines. I wanted to work with them for a long time, and I was hired for a pilot position, but on interview they say like, if we propose you to fly in Embraer, will you go there? And say, yeah, I would happily go there. So for me it was not the idea to fly the 737. They just put me to 737. I can fly anything that flies. Doesn't matter for me really. We can figure something out. It would be a lot of fun. Thank you, Steve. It would be great for me to speak to you personally via Skype. I just send you on my email and my Skype on Patreon messages. I think Emirates has the best pilot program out there for low-income aspiring pilots. Low-income aspiring pilots. The thing is, I think the Flight Academy, but you're stuck flying for Emirates for a long time. Well, Tenses, the Emirates, I would say it's a nice airline to fly for a long time. But I don't know whether they pay for your training there. I think you should pay for it, from what I know. Well, if they pay, well, it's great. It's absolutely awesome. Which is easier to fly, Boeing or ATR? I think Boeing is much easier. I don't know why, but if we speak about the hand flying, the Boeing is easier, and even the automatic flight is easier. But if we speak about the cockpit environment, the ATR is much easier to prepare, let's say, for flying, and for the procedures it does not require all of those switches to be switched on and off again, and it's kind of pilot friendly. But if we speak about manual flying, I think Boeing is better. Do you hear any military jets during the day or night? Joe, I cannot tell you everything, but there is something here. I cannot tell you the story because I cannot open the cards for everyone to. Maybe they may track where am I, and they may track some of the troops. No, I will not say anything about that. Would you fly a Boeing 747? Yeah, I would like to fly it. It's one of the best airplanes out there, I think. It's for the history. It doesn't have the future, however, from what I think, but I would like to fly it. Thanks, Betsy. Oh, sorry. I just took my lunch. Which airline would you like to work for the other Ukraine International, other than the Ukraine International? I don't know. How many hours do you work per month, or do you have some free days, or just working every day? Dania. Sorry, I spell your name because yeah. During the hard workload period during the summertime, I fly like 70-80 hours per month, and that is like you fly for 4 days and you have 3 days off per week, or sometimes cookies have some chicken here, and sometimes it's 5 days in a row and have 2 days off, but during the winter time and this pandemic, I had just 3-4 hours per month, so nothing really. Self-Easton, thank you. Great to see you. Hugs. Greetings from the Bayraktar's country. Halil, thank you. Greetings to Turkey. I heard they want to release the new version of Bayraktar with the Ukrainian-made engine. Great. What about Geo Sky or Kalam as a Aussie, I don't worry about your English. Your accent is beautiful. No, it's not good. Well, about KLM, I should have been Dutch to apply there. So they hire Dutch people. They're protecting their market, so they have unions. No one will let me there. There's no any chance. Yeah, I went to Emirates for the screening. It was a long time ago, even before joining the Ukraine International. There were some of the Australian guys, and I didn't got anything they were talking to with each other. Then they spoke with me. I understood them, but then they were speaking with each other. Oh my God, it was really difficult for me to understand. And they have this kind of London Cockney accent. Really, it was really surprising for me to hear it from Australian people. I thought only guys who live in the eastern part of London, they speak like that. Maybe it's like a new way to speak in English, this Cockney accent. Oh, for me it's not understandable. Where are you flying now? I'm not flying now. Sorry, I'm in Ukraine and I cannot fly. So thank you very much for your support on Patreon and on PayPal. Your experience, Captain. I think many airlines would want you in their cockpit. Yeah, of course, many would like to see me in cockpit, but there are always regulations. Like, even they would like me to fly on their airplanes legally, I cannot do it. So I need to go through several steps. Firstly, they cannot employ me if I do not have the permit to work and live. For example, in the United States, Australia, whatever. And secondary, I need to obtain the local license. That will take years, my friends, to obtain this permission. Well, the easiest way for, let's say, Ukrainian pilot who may lost the job, maybe it's to apply for a green card, to win this green card lottery or something in the United States. Go there, you have the right to live and work already. So you're not spending 5 years to live in the United States doing something different other than fly. So you can already apply somewhere, and what you need is just to pass the license, and it's kind of easier if we compare United States regulations, the FAA regulations, with European. So there are a few thousands of questions. Theoretical part, you need to fly on the flight simulator, and there you can apply to some of American airlines. But really, I don't want to do it. I want to stay here and fly for the airline that I fly. But I also can apply for Emirates, for Fly Dubai, for Qatar, because they accept this ICAO issued pilot license that I have. So it's the most easier way, to apply them, but you need to pass the interview. Lonnie, hey, I know you are not type rated for Russian, but it would be so good if you were able to join and be one of those kind of team to rescue the homeless Russian occupied Ruslans on a new home in Ukraine. Yeah, Lonnie, it would be great. Yeah, I've flown Antonov before, but not big Antonovs. It was Antonov 26. So I know the philosophy of Antonov. Then are you still in Ukraine? Yes, I'm in Ukraine. In the same place, no changes. I want to go home, but we have the special applications for that sends alerts, like aerial alerts, and I registered there for Borispol, the place where I live, and I constantly have like 3-4 alerts of aerial attack during the daytime and a couple of them during the nighttime. So just imagine if I was living there under the risk of being just bombed in my home. So for now I'm staying here far away from the place. Here I'm sure that nothing happens. My name is Dennis. Greetings from Italy. Thank you, Federico. Welcome from Shattersbury, Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Greetings from Ukraine. I hope that you are okay. I'm okay. Thank you, Captain Malik. Do you go to army? Actually, I went there. We have local army unit here. I went there, and those guys say that they do not need me because I don't have any kind of military experience, and now they need only those who are able to fight for their country. And yeah, so I do what I do. I support our people. I send part of the donations. Where are those? Yeah, they're part of the donations from Patreon to support. I spend for charity, not for the army, but for the children who got injured and who lost their parents. And from PayPal, probably gonna buy if I'll collect enough money, we're gonna buy the drone for military. So I can use the Patreon for military because it's against their let's say requirements. They may close my Patreon for that, so I cannot use that donations from Patreon, but I can use PayPal to buy some drone for the army, let's say. And some of my subscribers told me to open the PayPal, so I just open it. I don't know how to use it so far, so it's just pilot the first time I use it. So I hope I'll be able to withdraw the money from it. At least I was able to connect my card to it. It's good because before in Ukraine we hadn't had the PayPal functioning fully, and now it is. So I try to figure out. Us Aussies. So you are not telling like we are Australians. We are Aussies, right? Pronounced Aussie. Aussie. Like Ozzy Osbourne. Well, we'll help you with some proper official Australian language. Thank you, Lonnie. Yeah, we may talk on Skype. Actually, I have a friend, like already old friend. We are speaking like for 1 year. Her name is Amy, and she's one of my subscribers. She got my Skype, and I got hers, and sometimes we speak. And she has this, a little bit English, like very, very proper English that you may hear from, I don't know, from UK radio, from those guys who work for UK radio, from those guys on BBC. Very, very proper, and that's awesome. But then I heard this accent English, like Cockney accent, Australian accent. Wow, it's very hard for me to understand. Haddans, could Ukraine International postpone some of their typewriting procedures because of the war, or do they have to follow the rules under circumstances? Captain Tom, thank you for the question. Actually, then you have this kind of circumstances, war or some I don't know, devastation brought by weather, floods, earthquakes, just to keep the pilots and all of the aviation industry working. There is special regulation. There are special regulations for that, but it is not for airline. It is for civil aviation authority in particular country, and we have same regulations in our country. So we have the special procedure how you can like postpone the flight simulator checks and trainings, and it was done during the pandemic crisis. Then we were not able to fly for the flight simulators abroad. We were not able actually to go abroad. Everything was closed because we have no simulators here in Ukraine, so we have to go outside. So our flight simulator checks and trainings were postponed for a few months, and now the same story, but it can be postponed, from what I know, not more than for 6 months. So after 6 months, no matter what, you need to pass your medical, go for your simulator checks and other stuff that you need for to be able to fly the airplane, really. Dennis, my dream vacation was to visit Pripyat's nuclear radiation, but Russian invasion foiled plans. I hope it remains open for the public again someday. Yeah, I'm sure it will be open, and plus you'll see more stuff there, like radioactive Russian troop zombies. No, I'm just joking. But I'm sure there were some kind of battles there fighting in Chernobyl zone as well, and probably they will leave some of the tanks and other machinery there for a long time, so it will be there as well, and I'm sure it will be open after the war is over. They were so stupid that they digged the this rows, and then you have in the war you dig the ground to have the shelter there. So they dig the ground in near to, we call it Red Forest in Chernobyl area, near to Pripyat. The Red Forest is because the radiation level was so high, then by the time the power plant explode, then the leaves on trees turn red. That is why we call it Red Forest. And what we've done with that forest, we just buried it to the ground because it was so radioactive, the trees themselves. So we buried it to the ground long time ago, and what they done, they just start to dig this forest again, to have some kind of this shelter. Sorry guys, have some of them. And so they went to the hospital because they got some level of this. Sorry. Have to see the message. Don't know why we have. Okay. So yeah, no worries, you will see it again. My friends, I'll go to the bottom of the comments to be more updated. Sorry if I missed yours, you may ask a question again. Hi, I'm Japanese. All your videos are great. I always enjoy watching from Japan. Arigato. Yesterday I saw a uniform Rome Papa Sierra in India plane on the flight Raider 24 from Rzeszów to Istanbul. Yeah, we have some there are cargo flights right now, from what I know, and we fly humanitarian flights, or maybe we take some passengers to Poland who stuck in, I don't know, in Turkey, in Egypt, who were on their vacation before the war. What's the calf's name? Yeah, if you don't know, I just took part in the birth of the calf that we have in this village, and we thought it is a bull at first, but after a day we discovered it is a cow, tiny little calf, a cow, so it's a female, and we call her Javelina because of this javelin. Everything is military here, like themes, and we call her Javelina. So Ukraine, can you wave me? I'm Arash Paul. I want to show my friends how inclusive you are. Aviatopedia, the nickname. Yeah, Героям слава, thank you. Yeah, Betsy, with air needs stuff, but you need to have the European passport and also European pilot license, and that is not easy things to make. Captain, is it bad for pilots not to fly sometime? Should they practice through simulations? Do you have any plans to use a flight sim? Yeah, I brought the joystick with me, so probably I'm gonna film some of the videos about those simulators like X-Plane 11 and other stuff. They are not certified. They just help you not to forget the procedures. That's it. So basically you need to go through the real flight simulator training and check if you do not fly more than 90 hours. But there is the certain gap of 1 month where you can fly 3 takeoffs and landings with instructor, and there you may not go for a flight sim for 4 months. So for me, like 120 days, I need to fly the airplane to land it at least 3 times. Otherwise, I need to go through the simulator, but not X-Plane. I mean, real flight simulator. Jennifer Lee, thank you for joining the live stream. So the Ghost of Kiev video, do you believe he's real? No, Jenny. Honestly, I don't. But it's a good story, to keep the spirit alive for our army and our people. So yeah. Javelina, great name. Yeah. Javelina, yeah. Great solo, thank you, Dima. Hello, Captain. Greetings from New York. All my friends, I'm so lucky to have you here. Oh, why am I having the announcements here from my MasterCard? Oh, thank you. LOL, Javelina, nice. Yeah. For me, it was really interesting to take part in that, then the cow gave birth. Something new experience. What are your thoughts on Elon Musk's support to Ukraine? I think for a private billionaire, he's doing more for Ukraine than some governments. He's the creator of Tesla, SpaceX, PayPal, Sterling, and Boeing. Chances, yeah, he's a nice guy, and the greatest thing he did actually, he provided the Starlink modules for us, and to have the access to internet through the Starlink, you cannot do it through the iPhone, like, or other kind of phone. You need to have these transmitter stations, retransmitters, and they're not really heavy, they're not big, but you need to have those. So we have those stations in our critical facilities like hospitals and some military to have the constant internet there. I don't know how fast it is it? Are these colleagues who went into the army, Dennis? We have some colleagues, yeah, who went to the army. I think, I don't know them personally, but I heard, like, we have the emails telling us if you go to the army, so provide details, where you go, what did you do to the airline, basically. So I think there are some of the pilots who went to the army. I'm not sure about it, but it seems like they went there. Hi Captain, I want to be a pilot in India. Can you tell me how to become a good pilot? I'm 13 years old. Do not type in Ukrainian because I have to translate it to English. Larry, hi. How to become pilot? Just go, if you have the government support flight schools, just go there, you'll save lots of money. You need to go to the flight school first. I'm going to become a member of your Patreon with my birthday money. It's the least I can do for you, Captain. If it's okay for you, you may support me. If you want to save your money for something that you really need, it's better to spend money for yourself, okay? I'm not begging for money here. I have enough. I have supported the hospital last month and will support it this month, so no problems. Yeah, they always need funds, but yeah, do what you want to do with it. It's your funds, so do what you would really like to do. Jennifer, I enjoy watching the F-22 Raptor, such an awesome jet. Yeah, I also like those F-22. They're awesome. Hello from Switzerland. Whoa, what's the nickname you have? I'll try to spell it. VSL. No, it's hard. Thoughts on Zelensky from VIP, the comments. Well, I didn't vote for him, and I really expected him to be like a clown in our political, as a politician figure. I thought he's not experienced guy. I thought he would ruin the country, really. But from what I see now, he's really doing great. And I don't know if Poroshenko would done the same way as Zelensky did. He's really showing the respect for the country. He's not afraid, and he wasn't afraid. Even then, we have some of the groups of Russians who entered the Kiev. They were fighting inside the city, and I thought that the Kiev will be taken in a matter of couple of days. And Zelensky, what he said, like, I'll take my gun and I'll fight. I'll join the fighters for Ukraine. So for me, wow, he's great. He's great. He's doing great job on the public. He's doing great job supporting, to make this kind of support from all the world. And for me, what I see, I think he gave the freedom to military generals to fight this war. He's not really into the command of the army. He's more like into getting the funds, getting the help to Ukrainian army and Ukrainian people around the world. But he left all the freedom to generals to fight against Russians. So, and it's a good thing to do because they are professionals, and you're a politician, so you need to. So I think he does what's really needed to fight against Russians. I think he's a really good politician. He uses it, and he's a good public figure. I think he's nice. So I thought he would just run away, or he would just be scared, yeah. Hannes, can you tell me where it's better to study for a pilot? Depends on where you live. Cargo is my nickname. It came from being buried in a small cargo boxes in a Cessna 330, but the nickname was like Cargo. Jenny, tell me the story on a Patreon. Frank, nice to see you here. Frank, thank you so much for your comments, for participating in our live stream today. You are one of my first subscribers. Thank you for staying with me for such a long time. Jennifer, I've flown buried in a small cargo boxes. Oh, you had this flight. Cargo, it's your nickname. Crazy. Really happy to see you. Good, bro. Yeah, thank you. I'm not Ukrainian, but President Zelensky motivated me that he refused to flee. As president would fight for, the US. Well, the guys from US told him like, we can evacuate you from Kiev, but he say, I don't need tax, I need delivery of weapons. What do you plan to do then the war ends? I'll go celebrate. Yeah, for sure. I'll celebrate. Even though I do not drink alcohol, but probably I'll go drunk the day will win. And I have no doubts that we win this war. But after it, of course, I will continue to. I'm a pilot. I want to fly. That was my life goal, and it is my life goal, and I want to continue flying. Are you thinking of doing gliding as the main sport? Halil, that sport is really expensive, so no. However, it's probably the best thing that you can experience as a pilot, to fly glider. Fortunately, it's very expensive. Hello Dennis, can you advise where is the best place to study as a pilot in Ukraine? Then Danila, in Ukraine you can study in some private schools. You can study in National Aviation University. You can study in Kropyvnytsky State Flight Academy, which is the part of National Aviation University already. And you can study abroad. I would recommend to study abroad somewhere. Slovenia, I don't know. Slovenia is a nice place. Lithuania, also good. Baltic Aviation Academy, if you have money, of course. Without the money, only National Aviation University, unfortunately. But still, you need to pay for your flight training. You may have the theory for free, but you need to spend lots of money for training. I'm using Starlink at home. I wish you could access a transmitter. Maybe then things are settled there. The price was quite accessible for satellite transmission hardware, really. Oh, thank you, Lonnie, for that information. But we have those transmitters not for sale here. They just deliver as the aids, you know. President Zelensky is a freaking legend. Wish he could have him in Australia and share him with you guys. Yeah. Dennis, greetings to Diana and your wife. Thank you, Betsy. Is there any way to support you without donating? I'm broke. Oh yeah, you can support without donations. Just press the like to this video. That is how you can support my channel. How's it going? I'm from Brazil. I don't understand English very, but I'm here to watching you, and so good to me learn with you. Levi Furtado, do not learn from me. I'm not native English speaker, so my grammar is bad, everything is bad, pronunciation is bad. I'm not here for English. I'm sharing my thoughts. I'm trying to speak the English. So if you do not understand and you want to study the English, it's not the right place, I think. Here it's just Aviation talks, you know, the life in Ukraine talks, and just speaking with you, communicating with subscribers, spending nice time. I hope you're still able to film on the flight deck, then you resume flying. Yeah, I see no any obstacles for me to do the same job I did on YouTube. How expensive is gliding for you? How much it is yearly in euro? Hello, well, it depends. The last time I was interested in it was around 5 years ago, and yearly, I think it's around 5,000 euros. For me, it's expensive to spend just for sports, and you'll have around 30 up to 40 flight hours, I think. Like to rent the glider, etc. But also in our air club that is nearby, I started my flying there, but honestly I would not fly there again, because even though you rent the glider, oh my god, the internet is getting bad. Our YouTube is not receiving enough video to remain smooth streaming. Sorry guys, probably gonna close the stream very soon because we have some problems with internet here. Maybe I'll switch off from my phone. I'll try to minimize the devices. So then you rent the glider and then you fly there. There are lots of people who also want to fly the glider, and they may tell you through the radio, even though you would like to fly more, they may tell you go back and land. Other people need the glider. Is it lagging, my friends? Is the stream lagging? Because it says to me error. It's starting to get buffering, Dennis. Yeah, probably it's not good. €5,000 a year. Oh my god, that's expensive. As far as I know, it's about €1,000 a year in Germany or in some other European countries. €1,000 a year, it's very cheap. 5,000, I mean, you pay 5,000 and you fly, then you need to fly. You arrive, everything is prepared, so it's for me. I'm in lack of time of being rebooted. So if you don't have time to prepare your glider, if you don't have time to, like, you can pay €1,000 here, even in Ukraine, buffering, lagging a bit. Bad that we have very bad connection. All right, my friends, I think we have a very big. How can we increase the probably I need Elon Musk internet here. So I can pay 1,000 euro, but it will be like 10, maybe 20 flight hours, but oh my god. But I need to spend lots of time to take care about the airfield, the gliders, etc. My friends, the quality is not good. The quality is no. Tell me about the quality, because I have. It seems like the error had gone. Everything is okay. So I may pay 1,000 euro, yes, and I'll fly some hours, but I'll have to prepare the gliders whether I need it or not. No matter of the weather, I should work for the airfield. Let's say 5,000 euro is then you fly there no matter what, and you arrive when you want. So yeah. Good to see you. Oh my god. Okay guys, we probably have very bad connection here. I'll try my best to maybe go through live stream on internet if the internet is better. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today, and I see the internet is getting bad. And as usual, follow the awesome guide checklist. First, like this video, after that subscribe to my channel, and finally ring the bell, whatever it means. Thank you very much for being with me. Unfortunately, internet connection does not allow me to spend more time with you, and thank you very much for your kind support on Patreon, PayPal, wherever. You are the ones who support me during these hard times. You can reduce bit rate. How can I reduce the bit rate? Bit rate. I cannot access it. Then the stream is going. I'll try to reduce it. Maybe gonna spend some time with you again. I'll reduce it. And we'll see it. You're all good. It's good now, I hope. I just reduced it, but it says to me like error, YouTube is not receiving blah blah blah. I'll go to the settings again. I reduced bitrate. Maybe I'll reduce it for audio as well. And for audio, I reduced it. Oh, no. Just tell me, my friends, if it's okay. Have an awesome time, Dennis. Yeah, I just try to reduce bitrate. Maybe it may help us. Tell me about the picture. I already said goodbye, yeah? We recommend stream bitrate 4,500 kilobits bits per second. Okay, I'll set it. Sorry guys, a little bit messy midstream, the stream, midstream. I'll set 4,000. Oh, we have excellent connection now. But probably the picture is not good. The picture may not be good. Guys, I say to you goodbye, but I might spend some of the time with you because the stream seems to be working. Betsy, thank you. Diana, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you. I really do not see any luck. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Diana, are you watching iPad?
No.
Okay. Please, if you watch, do not watch it right now. Okay, because I have wrong connection, bad connection with the internet. No lagging anymore. It's better again. Thank you, Lonnie. Because probably, yeah, maybe the quality of the picture gradually reduced now because I lowered bitrate like more than half. Picture looks fine. Thank you. Yeah, so that was the problem. We have a huge bitrate for the stream. Not so many viewers today. Not so many questions. It's good, Dennis. Thank you. About the drones, I always wanted to have the drone for filming. It was my dream, like to buy the drone. And last year I bought it. It's a DJI Air 2S. Awesome machine. Actually, it can track you. I have some of the videos on my other channel. You may check it out. Dennis Davidov. It's my name and surname. And I went skiing this winter and was fantastic. Then the drone just followed you. Then you skiing from the hills and fantastic actually. And probably I'm gonna use it here, and we also use it as defense service here. We actually use this drone here to find the spots where people may start fires, because some of the people, they start the fire, they don't want to cut the old grass from their yards, and they just start fire. Sometimes that fire turns into the wildfire, so I use my drone to find those spots and to alert our fire brigades here. So then I'm on my duty on the daytime. I take the drone with me and I fly around, and we have in cooperation with the local fire brigade, so I use this drone here for the purpose. And actually we spotted like a huge fire a couple of days ago. It was already the evening time, but it took few hours to eliminate that fire, and it was partially impossible to do it because there were some, I don't know how you call this, plants in English that grow over the lake surface and near to the lakes. We call them kamish. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It has some cotton on the top, and it's very, very dry. And luckily, last night we had the thunderstorms here, and with the heavy rain, so the surface is really wet, and we'll not see the fires in nearby future. Picture looks Minecraft, only joking. The pictures are actually pretty good. Thank you, Lonnie. Hello, sir. I'm in India, Tamil. My name Prasanna Kumar. Okay, thank you. And Dennis, how are you holding up? I'm fine, Jonathan. Thank you for your kind support. Everything is good. The bad thing for me, I didn't fly, but people here in Ukraine, they have more suffering than me, let's say. I'm okay. I got Mavic Mini 2 recently. It's freaking sick and light. Yeah, you know, I would like to have probably Mavic Mini 2 more compared to Mavic Air 2S, because the only thing why I bought this bigger drone is because it has follow me function. That's all. Oh, again, buffering video. So probably it is the internet connection, not the bitrate. Bad. I'll go to bitrate and I'll place it lower again. Oh, no. Okay, guys, I think that's it. We have a very bad internet. That's why I want to go home. Have a good internet connection to have everything. Or maybe I should use my phone for streams. Well, anyway, thank you very much for your support. Thank you for being with me on this live stream. I wish you all the best, and yeah, sorry about this messy live stream. I wasn't really prepared for it, and the internet is really bad. Wish you good luck, my friends, and stay safe wherever you are. You are